Hi guys, I'm Charlie Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk to you about the book I want to read in July. The first book I want to talk about is Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. This year I'm participating in the All About You Part 2 challenge. I will link the Goodreads group down below with the challenges. And the challenge for this month is to spell out my birth order. I am the third child. I didn't only use the first word in a book title for this, but also author names. So for the T, I'm going with The Nightingale by Kristin. I've heard so many good things about this. It is a World War II story about two sisters during the war, and I am super excited about it. It is historical fiction, obviously, and it is a very thick book. I'm also going to read this for Tome Topple, which is taking place from June 29th until July 12th, I believe. It's a 2-week readathon, and the whole purpose of the readathon is to read tomes, so books over 500 pages. This book has been out for a while, but it's been recently getting hyped up because more people are reading it. I think because one of the popular booktubers talked about it and really loved it, and people are picking it up more and more, and they're actually really enjoying it. So I saw it on the popular booktubers channel, and I was like, well, that sounds very interesting, and she was super positive about it, so that actually made me want to read it too. For the age in third, I'm going with Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. I talked about this book a lot recently, but it's also one I saw on BookTube, and the premise sounded really interesting to me. It's about a girl whose brother commits a rape, and the victim is actually her friend, and this girl doesn't know whether to believe her brother or her friend. She obviously wants to believe her friend, but she also doesn't think her brother is capable of doing something like this. It has a beautiful cover, and I cannot wait to finally read this in July because I've been hyped up for it ever since I first heard about it. For the I have Immortal, which is the 6th book in the Fallen Kingdom series by Rhodes. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I don't actually like the Fallen Kingdom series, but I was so far in, I actually felt like I had to continue on with it because this is the second to last book, I believe, and I needed a book with an I in it, and I don't have any other book, so I felt like I needed to read this now, so I can finish the series as quickly as possible, because it is a completed series by now, and I want to finish it, so if I want to do it quickly, I might as well just continue on with it as fast as possible. Fallen Kingdoms follows different kingdoms, so a big cast of characters from all of these different kingdoms. They all grow a lot throughout the series, they all have different relationships, there are a lot of interrelationships going on, changing relationships throughout the books, and it's all really, really weird. I don't really like the main characters, or any of the characters really, but at this point, I'm kind of invested in the plot, which is really weird to me, even though I don't like any of the characters or the world building particularly, but yeah, don't question me about it, it's just something I have to do for myself. I also picked the book for the R in third because I didn't have anything else with R and Rhodes, because I didn't feel like picking out a book that wasn't even on my TBR just to fulfill this challenge. And then for the D, I'm deciding to reread a book, and that is The Boys of Summer, which is the first book in the Summer series by CJ Duggan, one of my favorite series of all time, and I didn't have anything else on my TBR, so why won't I reread one of my favorite books of all time? Because that sounds fun to me, and it is currently summer, so it is definitely a summertime read. The Summer series is a YA contemporary series set in Australia, where the author is also from, and it follows this huge cast of characters, and every single book follows a different romance. The first book follows a 17-year-old Tess, and throughout these books, the cast of characters obviously grows older as well, and it's really fun to see. But then Tess picks up this summer job with her two best friends, and she's not really enjoying it. She didn't want this job in the first place. And after a bunch of disasters happen, she thinks that nothing good can come from this summer job. But then Tess befriends this group called the Onslow Boys, and all of these boys are going to be the love interests. They're all a little bit older than Tess, and she's really interested in them, and she forms friendships with them, and it's all one big party of fun characters. I fulfilled the third challenge, and with The Nightingale I also fulfill all the challenges for the Tome Topple challenge, but I actually need a book to fulfill the graphic novel challenge, so I picked Orange Volume 1 by Ichigo Takano, and this is the first volume in a 2-volume series. I'm going to buddy read this with my boyfriend to fulfill all of the challenges. It's about a girl called Naho who receives a letter from herself 10 years in the future. At first she thinks it's a prank, but one by one the letter's predictions actually come true. In the letter it was described that Naho's class soon would be joined by a transfer student called Kakeru, and this actually happens. The letter also describes that only Naho can save Kakeru from a terrible future. That's all the synopsis really says, but it sounds like it's going to be a heartbreaking read, and I'm all for it with my boyfriend. It's going to be so much fun. And for the last part of this video, I'm going to pick a challenge for my TBR jar, so I can pick a book for that one. And the challenge for this month is a graphic novel, so orange counts for that one. Yay me, I picked very well this month. These are all of the books I want to read in July. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books, or what do you want to read in July? I would love to know. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!